What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. A couple days ago, I posted a 40-minute mess of a video that was meant to be a VOD review, but I focused a lot on team play and looking at what my team did. So this time, I'm going to I'm not gonna do a VOD review. I'm gonna do a gameplay video, and I'll just maybe while the game is going on, I'll explain some of my thought process and how it play out, but I'll just keep it playing for like the entire duration, and hopefully it'll be more interesting. In the past like couple of days, I had a lot of games, and this is my first MVP game on Chogath, and it's very rare for a tank to get MVP, so I just wanted to showcase the Chogath gameplay. And I'm more of a cannon main. I spent a lot of time learning Chogath because it's a more higher tempo pick than cannon. He spikes earlier, so let's get into it. And the elo this game is around Master 0 to D1. So you see some players have Master Board, some of them don't. So I'm just gonna mainly keep it on Chogath here. Level 1 going in, I'm trying to use Chogath's knockup to facilitate some sort of invade or Zarap's cave, but that's okay. I should be pinging my Sixth Sense here to tell my team that if we are spotted by a ward, we could call off the play, but right here we're immediately spotted by Smolder, so we just call off the play right away, and then our support heal on accident, but that's okay. If we see the Chogath is bottom, then there's a likelihood that they can look towards our top side because no one's watching it, so we're just gonna sprint our way towards top side and play defense, protect Belvav's camps. So I'm using Sixth Sense, like in case they were walking towards our blue jungle. If they let it a war, we could actually spot it with Sixth Sense here if it sees me. And the next thing I did, I'm gonna toggle off the vision actually to blue. Next thing I did was try to sneak around the E and try to catch him doing Raptor or Red with Sixth Sense. But as you can see, he walked out of this area, so I didn't get to do that. But this is my thinking, is he would be on Raptor right here, but I see no one on Raptor, so I have to sprint my way back to top. There's another play I made that's like slightly losing for top lane, but luckily I was able to catch all the XP Poppy shoved for Prio. Didn't know what I was doing, so managed to keep all the creeps alive for me, and I made it. Now I'm trying to bait the Poppy into tower diving me, but I couldn't get the Q off as I'm stunned, and then I tried to outplay it, but I pressed flash. I pressed TP instead of flash, and it made a pretty hilarious death. So like now I'm really gonna play defensive, not try to snowball, not try to allow Poppy to snowball. That was pretty funny though, the TP. I think I wanted to flash, but I fat fingered or was a little stressed out because my thinking was stand there, let her E in, take her aggro, press Q as she's Eing, and I'm able to knock her up, and the Q never came out because I was just not reacting, and once I'm stunned I can't do anything. So I panicked and pressed D instead of flash. And that's what happens. Lose the big lane advantage there. So now I'm just playing from afar, respect the Poppy's damage. If once she eats this XP here, I'm fucked. She's gonna be a level up and she's gonna look to play even more aggressive. So I'm trying to neutralize it. Like she doesn't even want me to have XP, so she's gonna push me away and do stuff like this. That's okay. If I land that Q, she actually loses a lot of health. But worked out for her. I just need to catch XP, get whatever farm I can. She has this freeze. But Belvev also wants me to push, wants me to fight, so she's watching what's happening top. So that gives me more confidence to take a trade. But usually at some point if I'm like below 1/3, 1/2 health after recall, but and just sack it completely. But with my jungle sort of looking in this direction, it gave me enough confidence to try and push this in, and I did. So now I have a health advantage because while she's lasting, I managed to land a lot of Qs. Echo made a huge roam towards bot side. Bot side should have been winning, but Echo denied it. So now we have losing top, losing bottom. Poppy's so I'm gonna be more aggressive. If I land that, she's really dead. But not to play defensive, you might be around, hide in the bush. I still have flash, importantly, so if I do get dove, I might be able to outplay it. I'm expecting the dive, that's why we're pinging the bush. I don't want to ward it. I don't even know if I have a ward. Let me pull up scoreboard. If I ward it, there's a chance you might just come out and just whack me. And then I'm really fucked. Just want to sit in between tower here. Wait for my jungle to come. The jungle knows exactly what's going on. She's here to protect the dive and fight the E if he's around for the dive. So now it's just a 2v1. So it's just a piece of cake. Poppy had no flash. And we just eat this together. Share the XP, get the push in. This puts me back in the game. Poppy missed most of this farm. Trick gold. Yeah, we're dead even now after that gank. And gave Belvav 400 gold on Yi. Pretty big. And Belvav is the richest person now after that gank. So here I don't go straight top, I go towards mid, look for a play on Echo. Potentially, I don't see anything happening, he left. So I'm gonna put a ward on my way, I'm gonna put a ward on the Herald. I was gonna deny these, but I see Zerf coming up, so I'm just gonna let Zerf take it. I don't expect to have lane prowl, that's why I wanted to deny it, but if Zerf's gonna eat it, that's fine. Zerf looks for a roam here after he eats the fruit. I don't know if it's good. I got sort of excited and took too much minion aggro. And then try to farm this wave. Try to outplay it. If I feasted right away, I actually kill her, but it's okay. I think Zerf cleaned it up. Yep, Zerf cleans it up. So instead of TPing towards this tower and catching this wave, I actually TP's to Belvav right away, just to force the grubs. Very important thing. Poppy has no TP, so if Poppy makes a 1-for-1 trade, we have We have tempo for... With my TP, we have tempo for these objectives, so we can just take it for free. I did sack a couple minions under my tower, but it's okay. I'm not playing the carry, I'm playing to just facilitate my jungler in the early game. Although I did end up carrying this game, but in a sense, I'm not... Chogath's more of a tank. Tank mage, so never really carry with a single target. So I see Zera die, I come here catch this wave so that he could save his TP, and then I'm gonna go back top. Not sure if like it's good, but that's what I did. Some mid laners might get mad, but his TP's not even ready, so he wouldn't have made it. So I get both cannons here in XP. Probably the really big mistake is like she knows she's getting ganked, but she walked down. But she didn't fully commit into walking down, so she didn't just execute. She fed the Belvav instead of feeding me or the Nami. Giving Belvav assist is pretty bad. She's getting 3 stacks, the Belvav. Here, I'm gonna look to get some plate. I don't even think I want to recall here. Because with the way Poppy dying, I'm just gonna greed. She's up a lot of gold though. I have stuff 1.4k I haven't spent. We're exact same goal, but she's a way stronger in terms of immediate strength. So here I'm just trying to stall for time and then just TP back, because like Poppy can't really poke me out of lane at this point, even though she has an item advantage. The only thing I realized, she has Sunder Sky already. I just clear this wave with Poppy hitting me, no problem. And this is where I got pretty confused. Nami showed up here because I think bot lane had no plays, and it seemed the jungler was playing topside, so she wants to play topside as well. But what ended up happening was pretty hilarious. Right there, I want, in a perfect world, Nami should be eating that passive, and probably will be dead. So what happens is I run out of mana, so they get to do this while I'm in, and Poppy gets to feel really good about herself. Really good about herself. But that's me. I somewhat greeted my recall, and it wouldn't have mattered if Nami never showed up, I think. But because we took that fight, it kinda didn't matter a lot. Zeref sees that they were trying to take this tower, and they actually denies this third take here. He's got like 10 HP on that tower. So I noticed that if they did take the top tower, they were gonna get soul. So immediately what happens after they die and I show up is I try to take as many plates as I can so I could incentivize my Belvav to come get top and maybe deny feats, because this is feats for them. So I took every play except the last one, and I just back off and wait for Poppy to play aggressive. And I ping the Belvav, I ping the tower. and I ping the all in on Poppy. Poppy should try to 1v1 me here. He's stronger, but with my jungler here, he's not really strong enough to 1v2. And with the knife first tower. Like, this one's hanging by 2 health. Right after the tower, I try to TV here to clear the wave, but Caitlyn actually doesn't want to defend it, so I also just back off. We could have maybe defended it together, but it's no big deal. So at this point, I have Riftmaker. Riftmaker is one of the more offense-oriented build for Chogath. It makes his beast do insane amounts of damage. As you can see, it puts his lethal very high. Like, if I land my Q and my normal combo on a squishy, at this point I can 100-0 most of the squishies. So I'm looking to join my team and looking with my ult. I'm trying to look for some picks. Up the wave in, reset. Echo sees me, so he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something tricky, but what he doesn't realize is if he stops my back, he's stacking my Riftmaker. So in 4 seconds, I do maximal damage, and if he doesn't kill me, and I'm a tank, I get to fight back, and I get to really hurt them. And he did that without ulti. And here at CE, I'm fully backing off. If he chases me down and ditch the wave, I'm gonna keep walking. Because I have so much extra gold than I should, I'm not building tanky. I'm building more AP. Another haunting guys, another 6% damage boost to my true damage feast. So here, instead of going straight bottom, which Yi has shown, I'm gonna hide here and just play for Lux doing vision. And luckily she didn't ward this bush, because if with that ward that Nami placed, if they had put a ward in the bush, we probably would have pinged it. And so I just walked in thinking there's no vision there, and it worked out. The Yi was trying to catch me bot side, and by not showing where I'm supposed to, which is going towards the bot wave, I managed to stay alive and also make a good play. So after Lux dies, they should not be playing, but they still did, and that snowballed out of control. The Smolder made a terrible decision to force the play after Lux dies with the Yi, and the Yi try to help and just end up dying together. Now we take a bot tower. Try to use these blast cones to get a pick or something. Giving pressure to Caitlyn so she can push. Not worry about Lux. Now I'm just waiting here for their jungle to come through from base. Yeah, my Belvac went and died up there. can't really help her. It's just more of an ego play. And just gonna let her die and look for something on our own. I also have lethal on a lot of players, so he would have died without the Caitlyn ult, but it worked out. I'd rather have the AD carry eat that than for the Chogath to eat it, so it worked out for the best. Here I'm thinking Yi is coming out from base, and he's either going to look towards Dragon or look towards his clear, so he's gonna do Gromp, but he sees me kill Echo, so he's scared of the Gromp, I'm assuming. And then we spot the E. If you look at minimap, he's coming. He was with Nami, and then he walked out. So now he has a choice of doing the Gromp or doing the Dragon, and then I waited another 10 or 15 seconds before I go to Dragon. And we denied this Dragon. He actually just walked out because no one showed up. Slowly walked out. And at this point I need to cover Poppy. I've been giving Poppy food on the side lane pretty much. Nami baited the Poppy into going for a fight. I tried to feast her, but she already died. So I feasted a minion. Ended up biting us in the back, but you'll see in a second. If I had feast here, I might have been able to deny. I don't think I could have though, because by the time I arrived, I wasn't in feast range and is at 1100. So I just tried killing you for stealing this Otacon. No one expected the Otacon to be stolen right after we've been approved by a dragon. The Yi ran out like a rat and then ran straight to his red and then straight to Otacon. And we weren't able to. He hasn't farmed any jungle camps, whereas our Belvev is doing full clear. So he managed to steal it, but at what cost? I guess that's the question. I mean, importantly, he denied it from us and our sort of win con. Because if we just had Otacon, the game would have been over. With how fed the Belvev is and how fed our Caitlyn is. So it is a good play by the E. He realized that if I don't do this, the game is over. I see the Belvev get targeted by 3 players, so I have to TP. I was walking to match Poppy, but I never get to do that. There's so much fighting going on. So like, I walk 2 steps out of base, I have to TP. And so I do, and I find a safe spot after the play is dead to go back to bottom. The Poppy is up a lot of CS, if you notice, and it's mostly because I've been giving up a lot of this to be around my team and apply pressure. Because if I remember correctly, I had a 0-5 Nami and a losing bot lane, so I have to make sure that I'm around the team so they don't fall apart. And killing Lux is a big part of it. Killing the E is a big part of it. And here, I'm pretty sure in the chat I told my team this game is very losable because the E has managed to steal a lot of objectives. And then the next dragon is going to be a very important dragon. It's the sole point for the enemy team. They were able to get 2 dragons in a row at the start of the game because they had winning bottom lane. after Echo roamed multiple times. Multiple successful roams. Here this minion actually really annoyed me because I'm coming from base and it showed immediately where I am, so now I'm changing path. Like normally I would have walked towards our boss side jungle, but now I'm going to cover the Echo, and then I'm playing Vision. I don't think they have Vision in our jungle, so I'm playing these bushes for Fish Checker, and I see them siege mid, so I have to pressure them out off of it. You guys trying to push mid as they know you can't do that, and then make them unwalk them off of our tower. This is my last minion stack, so I just took it from the Caitlyn. It's not that important because she's already like very fed. Where to eat this. I know a lot of A carry tilt over small things like that, but you see them started, and now I'm just going to go with Bel'Veth, sort of beat the meat shield that I am. End up eating this for Bel'Veth. I got pushed right into Echo, and very luckily I was able to kill him off. Chogath wins the snipe fight. Smolder's sticking around, so I just nuked them. And I think Zeref was able to clean up the rest. Very luckily. I pinged the Baron for us to set it up. I didn't ping it for us to do it. So it's more of just like telling my team, hey everyone, you gotta do Baron next. So, and they want to do Baron next, so we should be warding it. Just making sure everyone's aware that it's the next play. Is around Baron. Shove this out. I don't even want to shove another wave. I'm just gonna recall and go towards Baron to apply pressure. And here I get Randuin's so that Yi doesn't get to chop me up, and it also prevents Smolder from being able to threaten me. He's not at the stage where he really hurts, but Yi does really hurt, and with Randuin's it's a little bit better. So I see Zeref clear the vision in this area, so I'm just going to play this bush. And the second time I pick off the Lux, and both times they've been pretty impactful. And these are like the kind of small plays you can make from Chogath that really turn the game around. Now we get to set up the Baron. They have 2 there. Now they can't really play the side lane, they have to come to us and stop this Baron. Because getting Baron is more value than like getting the inhib. Here I know it's Bel'Veth's smite, so now it's up to me to finish it. Chogath has a 16-700 smite. Beast, I mean 2 damage beast. It didn't occur to me initially that Bel'Veth wanted it for me to smite it, but it is the better option than a smite fight. So just smiting really early is another way to tell me that she wants me to secure it. It also gives Chogath extra damage on his E. It's a 5% HP health damage. Well, that's not a lot, but I have 15 stacks, which means that's 7.5% every spike, and I get 3 of them. That's like 25% magic damage. Percent health magic damage. And the game is just over after this turn. They don't have time to farm, they don't have time to scale, because they don't have enough wave clear. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the replay. It's a bit of a different format. I realized I wasn't really reviewing my own gameplay during the VOD, and there's not much to learn here except maybe don't bait the poppy at level 2. I'm gonna play that back actually, it's pretty funny.
A summoner has disconnected.
Don't try and
A
bait the
summoner has
poppy
disconnected. A summoner has
when you know she's gonna
disconnected.
tire dive you. I'm standing right here. I know she has stun, like I'm waiting for it, but I'm just too old. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. If she stuns me, I press Q, I knock her up under my tower. It looks great. But
Move it.
yeah, it's just like maybe half a second. If I flash, I live, I think. But I pressed TP and it actually freaked her out. I don't even know if she needed to flash. Anyway, that was pretty funny. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will catch you next time.